Welcome to Columbia, Missouri, Memorial Stadium and home to the Missouri Tigers, where we are anticipating quite a clash on Faroe Field today. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rebels offense will start this game off. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Going up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Now they'll run the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
It's caught downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the right. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Really need positive yards on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Fires one high and deep. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And on this opening drive, the offense trying to be aggressive, attacking deep down the field. They're going to have to do a better job of taking advantage of those one-on-one matchups because that time the defense won. They were able to high point the football, creating the interception.
The offense set for a 1st down play. Quarterback checking the play. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. 2nd and goal coming up. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
Caught in the backfield. It's Durham. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You get 5 sacks in a game the way this defense did last week, and it's going to make your offensive coordinator second-guess himself a little bit with respect to protections. I'm not sure how confident this offense is early in the game because they've already given up a sack.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Now on first down from the 28. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Snags it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse.
Looking for the end zone. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called it.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Missouri! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll start this drive with a pass. He unleashes a long one. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling.
He'll take a shot. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 28-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Michigan came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing 2nd and long from the 19. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
At the 35, he's open. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to...
A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now, guys. Of course, we're only in the first quarter. This guy's already thrown 1 pick. He should have thrown his second right there.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. After that completion, move the chains. Now first down. Caught behind the line. It's Durham. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Rebels have pushed it inside the 20. They'll leave it with him. Shakes off the defender. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling?
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
He's not.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Got it back on 2nd and goal. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? Trying to surge it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Trying to barge in. Goal line defense on 4th down, and they give him nothing, making the stop at the 2. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. And he could not get loose on the run.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to get the edge on the right. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play that's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Running back searching for a hole. Still running at the 40. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Going to the running game. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
A shot toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, going up top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. And that is no good because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lofts one down the sideline. Fires into traffic, picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 20. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking to throw. Using the quick game. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Now the pitch. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Still on his feet. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Just let him a little too. Sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got one thing. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute. I got to get me one, too.
He'll start this drive firing. Catch in the middle. It's Vincent. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Got his man quickly. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job.
Going deep. and is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So Missouri will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Valuable things a quarterback can have, David. Short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
The Rebels will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points, start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Oh, I bet the QB is steaming because he did an awesome job. He drops back, and he can tell he's got the matchup he wants on the outside. He's got an open receiver, throws it to him. Great ball right through his hands. Missed opportunity for a big play. Missed opportunity for a touchdown.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get 1st downs. They throw the football and get 1st downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football and getting 1st downs. They are so hard to defend.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Missouri!
Wow, what a play. We're going to need to see that again to make sure he makes this catch and gets the foot in bounds. That was a great acrobatic play, understanding where you're at on the field to make that big catch.
On to attempt to try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. This time on target. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
He finds his man, and the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And we can't get very far into this halftime breakdown without talking about that stud linebacker. But the kid's been everywhere all at once through 2 quarters. From clogging gaps to causing turnovers, he's been a one-man gang. Public enemy number 1 for that opposing sideline. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Offense gets set for second down. Wide out in motion. He's looking for a man on second down. Reels it in down the left side. Touchdown Tigers! And the stomping has commenced.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Washington State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. They're bringing heat. Pulls it in. It's Frost. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Got him downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Rourke. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Got his man on the right. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The Rebels send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He lets it fly. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, these DBs better stay ready because even though they're trailing by a lot in this game, the opponent's not trying to run the ball and bleed the clock. They are still taking shots, so you're going to have to continue to try to make plays.
The expressway is wide open. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And the route is on.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And they did tack on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finishes the drive with a thrilling 69-yard run to the end zone. And he's going to try to return this one. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Frost. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Finds the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Rebels will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, these DBs better stay ready, man. I know you're losing the game by a lot right now, but this offense is still taking shots. So you've got to continue to stay ready and make plays like they were able to do on that last one, forcing the incompletion.
Intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Frost. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. A first down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels! Getting set for the point after. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive there.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They'll go to the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Off play action. Feeling some heat. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
All right, QB, I got to trust you, man. You already threw one pick. Now that one probably should have picked. You got to give me a reason to feel confident I can drop back and let you throw the football again, or else this leash maybe gets a little bit short. Maybe we start warming up the righty in the bullpen.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Wide open, he makes the catch. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Tigers want to move quickly. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Missouri! And the pummeling has started. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
To send the offense onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And he intercepts it. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Here's the give off the left side. Picked his way through the traffic for 6, but it'll be 4th down and 3 yards to go. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, flexing that muscle in the run game. Tackle is made after the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with second and short. They want that clock to run. Tackled after picking up the first down.
The old toss, right? Toss it to him on the perimeter, get on the edge quickly. Receivers better block on the outside. Go get me some positive yards, get a fast guy in space. Nice play call.
Got the back over the middle. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're throwing to your running backs, you got to be careful. You got to be accurate. You got to put the football out in front and make it an easy catch for these guys, and that's exactly what that QB did on that angle route.
Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. These last two plays have just made you go, what are you doing? Third and goal, a chance to set it right. You get down in the red zone, and then you have a couple of plays like this offense has just put out there. This can absolutely ruin your day. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It is perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Firing to the right, complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, picked off. Taking it the other way. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club.